Tố Uyen xin trân trọng kính chào quý vị khán thính giả. Kính thưa quý vị, trong chương trình ngày hôm nay thì Tố Uyen xin được lần lượt gửi đến cho quý vị một số cuộc phỏng vấn mà chúng tôi đã thực hiện được trong thời gian qua nhưng mà chưa có cơ hội gửi đến cho quý vị. Có một cuốn phim mới nhất của nữ diễn viên trẻ đang lên thưa quý vị, đó là nữ diễn viên Shailene Woodley, đã được phát hành gần 2 tuần rồi, đó là phim độc lập mang tên White Bird in a Blizzard. Và tuần trước chúng tôi đã gửi đến cho quý vị cuộc phỏng vấn của chúng tôi với nam tài tử Christopher Maloney. Sau đây là cuộc nói chuyện của chúng tôi với nữ diễn viên trẻ Shailene Woodley và nhà đạo diễn Gregg Araki thưa quý vị. Gregg Araki đạt được văn bằng MFA trong ngành sản xuất phim ảnh từ USC School of Cinema TV và một văn bằng BA trong ngành phim từ UC Santa Barbara. Những bộ phim của ông đã được công chiếu tại các lễ hội điện ảnh uy tín nhất thế giới, bao gồm Sundance, Cannes, Berlin, Venice, Toronto, New York, London, Deauville. Shailene, wow, you've grown up so fast as an actor. The last time I talked to you was for The Descendants. And since then, congratulations to all the success you have had recently. And Greg, what a great film, as I mentioned earlier. Thought-provoking and very interesting story. And what prompted you to want to choose this novel to bring to the big screen?
The book was brought to me by my French producers, and I get sent a lot of books, a lot of scripts, and for me to commit to a movie, it has to be something that I really love and I'm super passionate about, because I feel as a director you only get to make X number of movies in your career, so each one has to really, really matter. And Laura Kosciuszko's book to me was just so beautiful and so haunting. The story of it I just found kind of heartbreaking, and I've been wanting to make a movie like this for a while, just a sort of serious adult drama, sort of in the vein of like American Beauty or The Ice Storm, and just a kind of examination of the American dream and what lies beneath the surface of sort of the perfect family, the perfect house, the perfect life, and then, you know, how perfect is it really? And so it was really that, and you know, and then so from there I just kind of followed my gut, and this is the result.
Right. And was Shailene your first choice? Because she did such a great job.
No, there were like 10 other actresses. No, Shailene was involved from the very beginning. Actually, I had met Shailene right around The Descendants, and I've known her manager for years and years, and I was working on this project, and I actually ran into that manager again right around the Spirit Awards when Shailene won for Descendants. Yes. And he's like, you know, do you have anything for Shailene? She loves you, and, you know, love Mysterious Skin, and really wants to work with you. She's passing on everything, you know, and she's getting all these offers, and she wants to do something really special. And I just so happened to have been working on this book, and I said, actually, I'm working on a book adaptation that might be good for her. And so I hadn't even finished the script yet. So, and a couple months later, I finished it, and Shay read it and loved it, and here we are.
Shailene Woodley nổi tiếng cho phần diễn xuất thắng giải thưởng, đóng chung với George Clooney trong bộ phim được đề cử cho giải Oscars The Descendants, từ nhà biên soạn thảo kiêm đạo diễn Alexander Payne. Trong số rất nhiều khen ngợi cô đã nhận được cho công việc trong lĩnh vực điện ảnh năm 2002 là giải nữ diễn viên phụ hay nhất của giải Independent Spirit Award, The National Board of Review Award, quả cầu vàng, và một giải đề cử của Critics' Choice. Wow, Shailene, and I have to say, some of the scenes were just sad, but some were really funny. What was your first reaction after you read the script with the wolf cat?
I was affected. It was something that stayed with me for a long time, and you know, I want to make movies that I want to see, and this was a screenplay that I really wanted to see come to life. And something that I loved about the Kat's character is she's that girl in high school who you want to talk to because she just seems so cool, and she seems like she knows everything, and she's got it down pat, but you're too intimidated to talk to her. And I loved sort of exploring that girl and her process versus looking at that. You know, I feel like a lot of movies that have these types of characters in them, you see them from an objective point of view. You don't see them from an internal point of view. And I thought that would be really fun to bring that kind of a woman to life.
And what attracted her to Thomas Jane's character? Because she feels so comfortable.
I mean,
you know, being around him.
Why wouldn't she be attracted to him?
Right. I mean, besides that, he's really good looking and really tall. But you know, was it his personality, or he just a really cool man? I mean, very understanding and, you know, not being pushy or immature like her boyfriend is.
I mean, I think of the whole. I mean, I think that situation. I mean, it's in the book, and I just found it really fascinating in the idea that I don't think it's a good idea that she goes out for the older cop. That's a little bit dangerous, and it's actually one of the coolest things when we saw the film at the premiere at Sundance. It was like in this huge theater, seats like 1,200 people, and when Kat goes to the cop's apartment to seduce him,
right?
The audience was so tense you could hear a pin drop. It was so quiet, like people weren't even breathing. It was really, as a filmmaker, it was super exciting. You could just feel people just like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And it was really, really cool.
So were you very satisfied and happy after you seen this film, the result of this movie?
Oh, absolutely. This movie it's so beautiful to watch. The cinematography is so beautiful, and the music is so good. And to see a movie take place in the 80s that isn't like overly exposed or like overly sort of. I feel like there are a lot of movies out there that take place in the 80s, but they don't feel real or grounded in a way, you know. And this movie feels so relatable because the characters are so truthful and. The way that Gregg said, like, I love that it's fall, and I love that opening shot when, like, the leaves are falling, she's crunching on the leaves. I love this movie.
It is.
I'm very proud. I feel very proud.
Oh, great job, though.